Here on the update, to keep our viewers in tune on what's happening in the world around them, we have been covering all of the leadership changes and elections that have happened around the world. Over in China, Labor Day is a holiday celebrated usually over 5 days and includes traveling and family get-togethers. However, due to the continued zero COVID tolerance policy, their community continues to be shaky. According to Reuters, passengers decreased by around 60%, hotels are decreasing prices in half, and 57 out of the 100 of China's biggest cities are experiencing a version of COVID protocols. And in the UK, elections will be held to cast votes for local elections, where 146 of the 300 local councils are up for grabs. This will not change any seats in Parliament, however, will help predict Boris Johnson's popularity, which is under scrutiny currently due to the rising cost of living. And another issue is constituents are challenged with him breaking his own COVID policy by attending events in person. This is also the only known instance of a British Prime Minister breaking the law, so we will see how this plays out. And over in Guinea, President Condi, who was forcibly removed from office last year, is facing legal proceedings over his controversial move. Condi decided he should alter their constitution, allowing him to run for a third term, and voters approved the measure. However, it was a setback as their constitution already established a 2-term limit. Protests arose in Guinea, resulting in deaths and violence. Here in the U.S., a bipartisan bill is making its way around called the NOPEC bill. Now that might sound familiar because we have been talking about OPEC, which is a group of 13 countries who make up a large portion of major oil exporting players and regulates the supply of oil on the world market. The effect of the bill would allow the U.S. Attorney General to sue OPEC or its current members in the federal court. First, though, the bill needs to be passed by the Senate Judiciary Committee, and then the Senate and House, and finally signed by the President. And over in Ukraine, the war continues to escalate. The rhetoric being thrown around is based around the use of nuclear weapons. Moscow's ambassador in Washington, Anatoly Antonov, stated, "The current generation of NATO politicians clearly does not take the nuclear threat seriously. Russia has been testing missiles and Putin has been making historic remarks about possible repercussions. However, the U.S. and NATO powers continue to supply Ukraine with military aid and approving further measures to make sure Russia does not succeed." So check back in with us on Monday for an informative update on the news around the world.
Police Chief Jerry Williams will be retiring and made the announcement on Tuesday. Williams is excited for her new opportunity to focus on her family, and she thanks the city, and Williams was the very first female police chief in Phoenix history. And she's served for the past 5 years and has been in law enforcement for 33 years. So a big shout out and thank you so much for your service. And another shout out we want to give is to the Phoenix Suns for putting on a dominating performance against the Mavericks with a 115-109 final score in their last game. Chris Paul and Devin Booker, well, they're just amazing. They're great. So go kill it tonight in Dallas, represent AZ, and let's Suns in 4. All right. Now back here in Arizona, Meta, which we know as Facebook, is now expanding to Mesa. Back in August last year, the data center was approved to be built in Mesa, and it encompasses 2.5 million square feet of space. Now that is huge. The data center will contain servers and additional equipment important for processing and storing data for the company Meta. They just approved the expansion of the center, and it is scheduled to be completed by 2026. Meta has promised the facility will be ecologically safe, even restoring more water than it consumes. That's pretty cool. And in addition to providing jobs, the project also includes funding other water projects, because we know here in Arizona, water is crucial.
Today for our Feel Good Friday segment, we have a super cute video that was shown on Good Morning America. Go ahead and check it out. What a super cute video. I mean, I bet that brought all the feels and just enhanced the whole wedding.
On this day in history, in 1935, FDR signed an executive order establishing the WPA, or the Works Progress Administration. This provided income to poverty-stricken families. People receiving this aid traded their manual labor, meaning building schools and hospitals, etc., in order to receive financial assistance. This program was suspended by Congress in 1943 as wartime spurred domestic labor. In 1937, the Hindenburg, a giant passenger airship, really a giant blimp, caught on fire, unfortunately killing 22 of the 97 passengers on board. And the rest suffered massive injuries. So after this horrific incident, traveling via passenger airship quickly lost its popularity and never really picked back up again. In 1940, on this day in history, famous author John Steinbeck was awarded the Pulitzer Prize, an award for achievement in American journalism, for his novel, The Grapes of Wrath. Now this book traces the fictional Joad family from Oklahoma as they lose their family farm and move to California in search for a better life. They encounter only more difficulties and a downward slide into poverty. The book combines simple and plain spoken language and compels the plot with rich descriptions, and Steinbeck's work focused on social commentary and also just many other things that surround our society. This book also went on to win a National Book Award.
Thanks for joining us. That's all the time we have for today. I'm Tiff.
I'm AB. To find more shows and programs like The Update, upload HYFNTV on your Roku device or simply pull it up on your iPhone, HYFNTV.com. Until next time, take care and have a great weekend.
Bye.